Rupali, tell me the meaning of your name.
Sir, Rupali means a person who is beautiful.
Okay. Rupali, I see that you've done your BSc from University of Delhi, Miranda House, in physical science. What is physical science?
Sir, actually it's a course where one reads about the physics, the computer science and the mathematics. So it's a sort of, sir, it's not a specialization in one subject, but it is a program course.
Okay. Physics, computer science and
Maths, sir.
mathematics. Okay, so you've been a student of science all through.
Yes, sir.
So may I know what are the Newton's laws of motion?
So there are three laws of motions. The first is law of inertia, which states that an object will remain at its rest or will remain at the motion unless and until a force is applied on the object. The second law of motion states that the force is directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum, which is also equal to force is equal to mass into acceleration. The third is, sir, that a force, whenever it is applied, there are two forces that apply simultaneously on the different object, which means action is equal to reaction.
Okay, so Newton's laws of motion are applicable on all bodies in all conditions, or there are certain stipulations?
Sir, as far as I remember, it is applicable in all the objects, sir.
It is applicable to all the objects, irrespective of their place, position, acceleration, everything.
No, sir, the place matters. The object, because sir, at the moon there is no gravity, so these laws will not be applicable there. So, according
Okay.
to the knowledge that I have, sir.
No issues. Have you heard of classical physics and quantum physics?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference?
Sir, in the classical physics, we read more about the wave nature of the particle, but in the quantum physics, we read about the particle nature of the.
What is a particle?
Sir, a particle is the discrete form of light. For example, sir, the photons. That is what's that I can recall.
Okay. So, Rupali, it seems that you are interested in forces. I can see that you've been a corporal in NCC. So, you are interested in forces. Why is there so much liking towards forces or inclination towards forces when the forces in itself are not ready to take women?
So, from a very young age, I've seen uniforms. My father was in Indian Navy, and eventually I took up NCC.
Okay.
So there was this inclination towards wearing uniform, and that is the first reason, sir. Second, sir, the kind of personality that I have and the dynamism that uniform forces provides is something that suits my vision for myself.
Okay.
These are the reasons, sir, that I want.
What is your force preference, Rupali?
So the first is CISF, the second is SSB, the third is ITBP, fourth is BSF, and fifth is CRPF.
Why? CRPF, I think, is the most challenging force of the nation. And you like challenges, as you earlier said. You like challenges, you like dynamism. I don't think that there is any force on the planet that is more dynamic than CRPF.
Sir, I believe that all the forces, when we talk about the CAPFs, are mandated for the internal security. I do not think that the CISF is not challenging, sir. They are deployed in the Naxal affected areas. For example, sir, the Baradilla mines or the Jadoo.
CISF is deployed in the Naxal affected areas. Their deployment is not even 0.01% of the deployment of the CRPF. CRPF has got close to 40 battalions, 6 of them being Cobras in the LW affected districts. CISF, as far as I remember, has got 1 or 2. So this is factually incorrect.
Sir, actually, when I was researching about it, I got to know that the CISF is also posted at the JNK area, the insurgent, the northeastern area, and also in the Naxal affected areas. So that made me realize that all the forces have their own challenges. So it's not like one force is more challenging as compared to the others.
Okay, no issues. Rupali, tell me, what is the problem in Manipur? What exactly is the Meitei and Kuki conflict?
Sir, actually, the Meiteis are socially and economically privileged when we compare it to the Kukis group. And the Kukis live in the hill areas, and the Meiteis live at the Imphal, the valley areas, which is comparatively developed, if you consider it. So that is the main reason, sir. Second is, sir, the Kukis do not want the ST status to be granted to the Meiteis. Because in that way they will get the reservation in the jobs, in the colleges and in schools, sir. This is what that they do not want, because cookies are less socially and economically developed in that scenario. This is the major point of contention, sir.
Okay, and why is it that why is it a very big security challenge for the Indian state or the Indian government?
Sir, firstly, sir, Manipur shares the border with Myanmar, and Myanmar is itself dealing with its own issues. There is instability because of the coup that has happened, and there are the Chin group which actually aligns with the cookies. They have the ethnicity, so that is why, sir, there is this challenges that the security forces faces. Secondly, sir, currently Manipur has AFSPA imposed, and usually people have a bit of mistrust when it comes to AFSPA.
Do all the regions in Manipur have AFSPA?
No, sir.
But you said that Manipur has AFSPA. Manipur in totality has AFSPA, or there are certain pockets of Manipur which have got AFSPA imposed?
So there are certain pockets of Manipur. I'll take my words back. There are
Okay.
certain pockets which are still disturbed, and their AFSPA is imposed.
No issues. What is the response or what is the stance of the Indian state in respect of the Russia-Ukraine war?
Sir, India's stance.
Yes.
Okay. Sir, India's stance towards Russia-Ukraine war has been that India stands for the peace, and that is why, sir, we are engaging with Russia as well as with Ukraine. So India has been very clear from the day one that they are towards the peace, and that is what we are looking for, sir.
What are your hobbies, Rupali?
Sir, I like freestyle dancing, and my interest lies in teaching.
Your interest lies in teaching, and your other interests are freestyle dancing. Okay. So are you a teacher or do you teach right now?
Sir, I am teaching since 7 months.
Okay. Where do you teach?
Sir, I teach as study funder.
Is this a coaching institute?
Yes, sir. It's a
Okay.
coaching
What are the challenges that you as a teacher face at these coaching institutes?
Sir, it's been 7 months that I'm in the teaching field, and honestly, sir, I have been into online courses currently. I have not explored the offline because of the responsibility that I have for the interviews and everything. So the first challenge that I face is the connectivity issues. Sometimes it becomes difficult for the students to connect with me for a longer period of time because of the data and this sort of thing. Secondly, sir, it becomes difficult for me to actually gauge is the student actually understanding. So I need to ask them personally, are you understanding or not? Apart from that, sir, I am not facing any issue in that respect.
Okay.
Okay, Rupali. You know, in India, marriage is considered as sacrosanct, right? So don't you think that it's losing its values, right, in modernity?
Sir, I don't think so. Sir, I feel that marriage is the most purest relationship between two partners, and India is one country that is culturally so connected, and I don't think so that marriage is anyway losing the significance. I understand that there are certain issues that are taking the limelights in the media, but it is because of the exposure of the media that has taken place in the recent times, sir. Sir, yes.
What do you mean by women empowerment?
Sir, as per me, women empowerment is the capability that a woman get to explore the field which she loves to get the opportunity in education, in jobs, and to have her own decisions when it comes to the career.
Okay, I can see in your tab, you are a member of your parliamentary school, right?
Yes, sir.
So, what is the function of parliament?
Sir, a parliament is a legislative body which is mandated to take the decisions for our entire country. There are representatives, and all the MPs take the decision for us, sir.
Okay. Have you heard about the work bill, right?
Yes.
Now got the assent from the president and got act, right? Become act. So, do you think that this work act is violating the fundamental right of the people?
Sir, I don't think so that WAF is anyway violating the fundamental rights of the people. Though there are certain accusations that has been made that it is against one community, but sir, as per my knowledge and as per the provisions that I mentioned, I believe that it is more for the community's development because of the corruption that has mounted over the above board. So I don't think so, sir.
Okay, Rupali, what are the constitutional provisions that deals with women specifically?
Sir, one thing that I am able to recall is one UPSC that is there for the maternity relief for the women. Secondly, sir, right to education, Article 21A, that is also for the, not explicitly for the women, but sir, it also caters the education for the women
Is
child.
the gender neutral?
Yes, sir, it is gender neutral.
But I'm talking about specifically deals with the women
It's in our constitution.
in our constitution. Yes. One you told that about the DPS. Any other aspect?
So second is the fundamental duty that it states that any violence against women should not have happened, should not be done.
That is specifically mentioned in fundamental duties.
Sir, as far as I remember, it is there in the fundamental duty.
Anyway, Rupali, recently President rule, right, have been enforced in Manipur, right? What do you think about this president? This is oftenly imposed in Manipur, right? And so, do you think that center is becoming authoritarian when it comes to the overpower of the state?
Sir, actually the conditions in Manipur was such that the president rule was needed that time because of the certain statements that was released by the chief minister, which were interpreted wrongly, and because of which he had to resign. So, sir, president rule was not imposed on the very first day. Imposed after years of seeing the issues that was there in the Manipur, and that is why, sir, president rule was important because the law and order situation was not being curtailed by the state police. So, sir, I don't think so that the center is becoming authoritative in that way.
Rupali, just tell me the difference among these three keywords. What do you understand by Maoism, left-wing extremism, and the Naxalism?
Sir, Maoism, left-wing extremism, and Naxalism, all these words actually signify basically the insurgent, the Naxalism issue that is there in our country. But actually, the origin is different, sir. The Naxalism is a word that has come from the Naxalbari 1967 Naxalbari revolt that has happened, and because of which it started knowing as Naxalism. When we talk about the Maoism, it actually originates by the Mao Zedong theory of toppling down the democratic institution.
Why I'm asking about the difference? You are telling me the origination, right?
Sir, I thought the origination is a difference, sir.
No, I don't think that origination is the only difference. Can you tell me the key difference among the three? Key difference.
So,
That is
honestly,
true. Origination is true. That is, I want just the philosophical difference.
okay, sir. Sir, Maoism basically. So there is so much of overlapping. I'm not able to actually
Only.
see the differences. Sorry, sir.
Rupali, are you comfortable in English?
Yes, sir.
So, आप हिंदी में comfortable है तो महाराष्ट्र बहुत से लोग हिंदी में comfortable नहीं है। जानते हैं कि मराठी बोलने की controversy रही थी, तो आपका क्या stand है इसको लेकर? क्या आप इसे एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत के कैंपेन में पार्ट लिया है? तो एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत के लिए एक भाषा की जरूरत नहीं?
सर, मुझे नहीं लगता। ये बात सच है कि हमारे देश में 40% लोग हिंदी बोलते हैं, तो लगभग लोगों को ये लगता है कि हिंदी ही हमारी राष्ट्रभाषा होनी चाहिए। हिंदी हमारी राजभाषा है, ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज है, बट हमारी राष्ट्रभाषा नहीं है। और मुझे लगता है सर ये ज़रूरी भी है, क्योंकि जिस तरीके की डाइवर्सिटी विभिन्नता हमारे देश में है, हमें उसे बचा के रखना बहुत ज़रूरी है, और ये हमारी ताकत है सर। इन एनसीसी सर हम एक बात कहते हैं कि यूनिटी इन डाइवर्सिटी, और मुझे लगता है इंडिया से बेहतर ये कोई नहीं जानता, तो मैं नहीं मानती सर कि एक लैंग्वेज होना चाहिए हमारे देश में।
इससे मतलब जैसे कोई हिंदी बोल रहा है महाराष्ट्र में, तो उस पर जाके वायलेंस वगैरह होती है, तो आप उसे जस्टिफाई कर रहे हो?
नहीं सर, मुझे लगता है वायलेंस किसी भी रूप में सही नहीं है। कोई व्यक्ति अगर किसी भी लैंग्वेज को बोलना चाहता है वो बोल सकता है। हाँ सर, कुछ क्योंकि हम एक बहुत बड़ा देश है और लोगों की अपनी विचारधारा है, हो सकता है कि लोग इस चीज़ में ऑफेंड हो जाते हैं कि वो हमारी भाषा नहीं बोल रहे। लेकिन मुझे लगता है इस समय से हमें ज़्यादा कम्युनिटी डेवलपमेंट में काम करना चाहिए, हमें सेंसिटिविटी पर काम करना चाहिए कि लोगों को एक दूसरे की भाषा में अपनापन महसूस हो।
अच्छा, जैसे आप मुंबई सिटी से हैं, तो आपका डिस्ट्रिक्ट मुंबई सिटी है, तो फिल्मों के अलावा मुझे ऐसी कोई 3 चीज़ें बताइए जिसके लिए मुंबई जाई जाती है।
सर मैं मुंबई से हूँ, एक्चुअली मेरा जन्म मुंबई में हुआ था।
ओके ओके।
और मेरे पिताजी नेवी में थे, तो मैं लगभग 2 साल की थी जब मैं मुंबई से दिल्ली आ गई।
चलिए कोई बात नहीं, तो हम चेंज करते हैं। तो जैसे कि आप CAPF में लीडरशिप पोजीशन के लिए जा रहे हैं, तो
सॉरी सर।
CAPF में आप लीडरशिप पोजीशन के लिए जा रहे हैं,
जी सर।
ठीक है। तो फीमेल्स को लीडरशिप में कुछ इशू आते हैं, तो आप ऐसे कुछ 2 या 3 इशू मुझे बताना चाहिए जो फीमेल्स, पर्टिकुलर फीमेल्स को फेस करने पड़ते हैं।
सर एक्चुअली हम एक ऐसे समाज में रहते हैं जो आज भी पुरुष प्रधान है, जिसे पेट्रियार्कल सोसाइटी कहते हैं। इसकी वजह से ये माना जाता है कि फीमेल्स गुड लीडर्स नहीं है। वैसे मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता। हम एक ऐसे देश में रहते हैं जहाँ सर मुझे कुछ पंक्ति याद आ रही है सुभद्रा कुमारी चौहान जी की। वो दिले हर बोलो कि वो हमने सुनी कहानी थी, खूब लड़ी मर्दानी वो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी। इसका अर्थात सर इतना ही है कि एक औरत को अगर साथ मिले तो वो हर चीज़ कर सकती है जो वो सोच सकती है। लेकिन क्योंकि पुरुष प्रधान समाज आज भी हमारा देश है, तो इसीलिए कुछ समस्याएं उसके प्रति देखी जाती है। दूसरा सर महिलाओं के प्रति सर हरासमेंट का एक प्रॉब्लम हम देख सकते हैं, जो एक प्रॉब्लम है। थर्ड सर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कैपेबिलिटी, क्योंकि आज भी कुछ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर्स हैं जो उनके लिए एप्रोप्रिएट नहीं है। मैं सर 3 ही समस्याओं का सोच पा रही हूँ।
जैसे कि आपने बताया आपके फादर नेवी से,
जी सर।
तो अभी जो करंट जियोपॉलिटिक्स सिनेरियो है उसमें इंडो पैसिफिक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो गया।
जी सर।
पहले पैसिफिक देखा जाता था, इंडो पैसिफिक हो गया, तो क्या इंपॉर्टेंस इंडो पैसिफिक की?
सर इंडो पैसिफिक की इंडिया के संदर्भ में सर क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है?
इंडिया को ग्लोबल कॉन्टेक्स्ट में भी।
अच्छा सर। सर इंडो पैसिफिक हमारे लिए इतना इम्पोर्टेंट इसलिए हो जाता है क्योंकि अगर मैं पहले इंडिया के संदर्भ में बात करूँ सर, तो हमारा 95% ऑफ द ट्रेड जो है वो हमारा मैरीटाइम से होता है, और हम एक पेनिनसुलर कंट्री हैं, तो हमारे लिए वाटर्स का महत्व बहुत ज़्यादा है। दूसरा सर अगर हम इंडो पैसिफिक की बात करें तो हमारा जो इंगेजमेंट है साउथ ईस्ट एशिया के साथ, हमारे एक्ट ईस्ट पॉलिसी पे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, तो वो उसकी सुरक्षा को सुनिश्चित करता है सर। थर्ड सर हमारे ऐसे कुछ इंगेजमेंट्स हैं साउथ ईस्ट एशिया में, हमारे मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइजेज भी होते हैं फिलीपींस के साथ और इंडोनेशिया के साथ, जो वहाँ की अगर सुरक्षा नहीं रही तो उनके साथ इंगेजमेंट करना हमारे लिए मुश्किल हो जाएगा। अगर विश्व के हिसाब से देखा जाए सर, तो ट्रेड के माध्यम से ये बहुत ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण हो जाता है ये एरिया। दूसरा सर क्योंकि चाइना एक एक्सपेंशनिस्ट पॉलिसी को प्रोपगेट करता है, तो उसके कारणवश ये देखा जाता है कि वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एरिया को अपना मानता है। जैसे सर 9-9, 10-9, तो चाइना की एक्सपेंशनिस्ट पॉलिसी को रोकने के लिए भी इंडो पैसिफिक में स्ट्रेंथ की आवश्यकता है, पीस की आवश्यकता है।
अच्छा रूपाली, और इसमें जैसे भारत की अप्रोच इंडो पैसिफिक को लेकर वो रहती है आसियान सेंट्रिक इंडो पैसिफिक, व्हाई नॉट इंडिया सेंट्रिक इंडो पैसिफिक?
सर आशियान सेंट्रिक इंडो पैसिफिक जितना मैं समझ पा रही हूँ सर, वो इसीलिए भी होती हैं क्योंकि इंडो पैसिफिक में उनका बहुत बड़ा रोल है। ईशान आपस में जो इकोनॉमिक इंटीग्रेशन रखते हैं सर, वो बाकी काफ़ी सारे रीजनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से मजबूत है। अगर हम सार्क देख लें सर, बिम्स्टेक देख लें, ईशान बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है सर, तो इसीलिए उसे प्राथमिकता देना आवश्यक है। सेकेंड सर, मुझे व्यक्तिगत तौर पे ऐसा नहीं लगता है कि इंडिया ये मानता नहीं है कि हमारा कोई वहाँ पर रोल नहीं है, लेकिन ईशान को सेंट्रिक रख के सर हम चाहते हैं कि हम अपना रोल निभाएं।
तो रूपाली, आपने बताया आसियान काफ़ी इंटरकनेक्टेड है चीज़ों में, तो 2 रीजन एक आसियान जो काफ़ी इंटरकनेक्टेड
जी
है,
सर।
दूसरा सार्क जो बिल्कुल कनेक्टेड नहीं है, ऐसा कैसे कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन आ रहा है 2 रीजन में?
सर एक्चुअली एक कारण जो सबसे बड़ा है और प्राथमिक है सार्क में, वो है पाकिस्तान का इस्टेब्लिशमेंट सर। काफ़ी बार इंडिया ने कोशिश की है कि सार्क को एक अच्छा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बनाया जाए, लेकिन पाकिस्तान हमेशा से अपने स्टेट स्पॉन्सर टेररिज्म की वजह से वो इंडिया के साथ इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं रखना चाहता, डायरेक्ट कॉन्टैक्ट नहीं रखना चाहता है सर। इसीलिए सार्क आज के समय में एक फील्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन माना जाता है और जिसका ऑल्टरनेटिव बिम्स्टेक को रखा जा रहा है सर।
और मेरा आपसे लास्ट क्वेश्चन है, आपने चाइना +1 के बारे में सुना है?
सॉरी सर।
चाइना +1?
जी सर।
क्या है?
सर मैं गेस कर सकती हूँ। सर चाइना +1 क्योंकि चाइना की जो आजकल की नीतियाँ चल रही हैं उससे काफ़ी सारी इंडस्ट्रीज़ अपनी सप्लाई चेन को एक्सपैंड करना चाहते हैं, चाइना से बाहर आना चाहते हैं। तो चाइना +1 जितना मैं याद कर पा रही हूँ सर, वो ये है कि ऐसे देश को देखा जाए जहाँ पर अपनी इंडस्ट्री इस्टेब्लिश कर सके, अपना सप्लाई चेन इस्टेब्लिश कर सके और चाइना से अपनी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग को बाहर लेकर आ सके।
तो इंडिया को इससे फायदा मिला है?
सर मुझे लगता है इंडिया को उससे काफ़ी फ़ायदा मिलेगा क्योंकि हम विश्व का सबसे पॉपुलेटेड कंट्री है, तो हमारा मार्केट सर बहुत बड़ा है।
तो कोई एक कंपनी जो इंडिया में आई है वो चाइना +1 के पॉलिसी के लिए, कोई भी एक कंपनी जो आपको याद आ रही है?
सर मैं याद नहीं कर पा रही हूँ।
एप्पल का प्रोडक्शन इंडिया में स्टार्ट
जी
हुआ।
जी सर, वो मैं
ठीक है रूपाली, you had mentioned that the meaning of your name is person who is beautiful. So how do you define beauty?
Sir, beauty is a very subjective term, and but I believe that beauty is a attribute of a person who can have empathy towards other, who can understand people's choices and respects, and also have clear perspective about one's life. So I think that is something which is very beautiful about a person.
Okay. So have you heard about PM Shri schools?
Yes, sir.
What is this PM Shri?
Sir, PM Shri actually is an initiative which has been undertaken through the National Education Policy in order to transform the existing schools and to work towards the infrastructure, the academic excellence and the teacher training.
Kendriya Vidyalaya is part of PM Shri school? KVs?
Sir, I'm not sure.
Okay, it is part of PM Shri.
Okay,
Right?
sir.
Okay, Rupali, what is the full form of BIMSTEC?
Yes, sir. Sir, Bay of Bengal
We have Bengal initiative.
initiative for maritime, sir,
Yes.
technical economic collaborations. Sir, I'm not able
Okay,
to.
fine. What are the countries of BIMSTEC?
Yes, sir. Sir, India, Bhutan, Nepal.
Okay, my next question is what Nepal and Bhutan they are doing in BIMSTEC? Bay of Bengal say they are not connected, but why these two countries are part of BIMSTEC?
Sir, I believe, sir, they are part of the BIMSTEC because actually, sir, they are landlocked. They don't have the access to the ocean. So the Bay of Bengal is the nearest to them, and this is the pathway that they can get through the trade. So that is only thing that I
Okay, fine. Have you heard about SPG?
Yes, sir.
What is SPG?
Sir, Special Protection Group.
किसको स्पेशल प्रोटेक्शन
Group.
ग्रुप
Yes.
किसको प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं?
Sorry, sir, I have to look at.
प्राइम मिनिस्टर को?
Sir, I am not. I
Okay,
don't want
fine,
to guess.
fine. What are LLMs?
Large language models.
Please define.
Sir, large language model is basically the language that the computer system understands, and it is very important in taking the prominence these days because of the artificial intelligence. That is also that I.
What is Ghibli art?
Sir, Ghibli art is the cartoonic.
Have you made your Ghibli art?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Everyone is trying. Why not you?
Sir, I didn't find it much interesting.
Okay, my last question to you, Rupali. Mumbai is known as city of dreams. What is your dream?
Sir, my dream is to join the uniformed services and to serve for the nation really.